it's not that I never identified as like clutch. I just knew, like, I'm New York tough. And even though mental health, my ailing mental health was kicking my ass, and I sometimes called myself New York not so tough, I knew that in those chaotic moments, down one, up one, down two, down three, whatever was going on, I was fully prepared for that moment because of my upbringing in New York City. If you've been to New York City, and I said this in a press conference, you know what's up. You know that any given moment, anything can pop off, and you better be ready to stick and move. Figure out where you need to go. Figure out what you need to do. How you know who you need to call, who you shouldn't be around. Like, you have these instincts that contribute to your survival. Like, New York is not a safe place. New York is so many great things, but there's so many not great things. And that was a lot of my mentality going into a lot of those moments. Is just like, and I'm not having this full conversation because this is heat of battle. Like, there's a lot going on. But I just knew, like, okay, if I don't hit it, I don't hit it. But it never really crossed my mind that I wouldn't rise to the occasion, because that's what I'm about. That's what I'm built to do. New York breeds winners. New York breeds people who make things happen. They breeds executors. So, and people who are confident. So in those moments, like I said, like, it's not about being clutch. It's about being prepared. It's about being certain. It's about knowing who you are and what you stand for, and knowing that you can do whatever you want to do. So when I think about New York tough, that's what I think about. And that's why The Chosen fits into all of it. The Chosen features people who have reached a certain level of success, and it frames it in a way that's like, New York built me to do this. It built me to accomplish these great things. It built me to make it out. There's a whole aura around New York, like, or inner cities, big inner cities, where make it out. That's the challenge. How do you get out of this cycle of gun violence and just violence in general, and gang and all that's the streets? How do you get away from all of that? How do you not fall victim to this vil mentality? How do you get more? How do you reach the upper echelons of companies? How do you get to different places in the country and around the world and blah, blah, blah? And to be New York tough is to be so sure, to be so certain about who you are and what you stand for, where you come from, and how it's built you to go out there and have that courage, have that confidence, have those quick instincts, have the poise under pressure, have all of that. That'll get you where you want to go, wherever that may be. So, to make a long story short, and yes, that was the short version, that's where a problem in New York tough come from. And each of those, problems like the mother brand, and New York Tea is like, New York Tea. New York Tough is like the sub brand of it. Both of them are me. I'm them. They mean everything to me, and I fully believe in what I'm doing. And I'm so glad that I have this privilege to be able to pursue those things and to believe in something, because for the longest time I had nothing to believe in, because I'd given up on myself. I saw no light at the end of that tunnel. There's just so much darkness, and I was so afraid of what I could do to myself, or what I would do. And I have something to believe in now, and I'm holding on to that. I have a lot of things to believe in, actually, but those two things, I'm full-fledged, like, down for cause. I'm trying to blow these brands up, because I think the messages behind them need to be amplified. And if I can reach one person, I'm doing a great thing. But imagine if I could reach millions. Like, come on, man. You got more people reaching their potential, going through all types of craziness, and they're like, nah, I'm from New York. Like, I'm built for this. I'm built different. I'm a problem. I am a problem. There's something in that repurposing of that statement, once negative connotations and changing it into a positive, that's incredibly powerful in my mind. And when I do reach one person, I'm like, yeah, let's go. But as I start to see more and more people like a problem this, New York tough that, like, come on, man, that's elite. Like, I've done something really, really good. I've turned my trauma into triumph. This is a problem in New York tough are my bigger pictures. So that's there it is right there.